Hello, we're back to continue the minimalist challenge. Now, I've been watching a few videos on YouTube from other people that have done this challenge, and I've realised that most of them make one video for all 30 days. I have to admit, I'm not the sort of person that sits down and watches a half-hour video. I try to look for ones that are under 10 minutes. I prefer them nice and short and sweet. I'm also not good at, well, you probably know if you've been following me, I tell you many times, I don't know how to edit videos. And I recently sat down and I thought, you know, I'm going to watch a video on how to edit videos. And it didn't tell me how to edit videos, really. It said it was for beginners, and straight away we were in with stuff that just didn't mean a thing to me. And what it did do was put me right off the idea of making videos for YouTube, because they were going on about the time spent and the longest job and the most difficult job and the things you do. And I thought, I never ever got into YouTube for this. And I think, to be honest, when I first did get interested in YouTube, it was maybe 15 years ago. I specifically remember because before my 40th birthday, I was laid up in bed with a slipped disc, which was pressing on a nerve in my hip and causing me a huge amount of pain. And I remember being off work for many weeks with it. And I finally had to have surgery to have it put right. And I remember that this was all roughly sorted in time for my 40th birthday. I'm now 53, almost 54. So we're talking, you know, 14, 15 years ago, when I first would spend a lot of time into watching YouTube videos, and then I considered making them. And I did make a few, and I put them up on a different channel. And because that channel was linked to my husband's email, he would get things through, and he sort of laughed at me a little bit, and I felt a bit embarrassed. But I also thought, let's set up my own channel, so I did that. I don't know whether you can, in the background, I'm looking after a friend's dog today, and he is playing with his toys. So if you can hear a lot of noise, it's him wagging his head, so his ears are flapping, and playing with his chew toy. Hopefully you can't hear that anyway. So where was I? I was talking about editing and so on. Yeah, so, and back then, one of the YouTubers that I watched an awful lot was, although she's younger than me, I felt she's a lot like me. And when I first started making videos, I felt that they were quite a lot like hers. She has since become an incredibly professional YouTuber, and I don't watch her anymore. Nothing against her, it's just they're not my kind of videos anymore. And I want to stick with this kind of rawness where I just look at the camera and make videos. And I know that I actually downloaded the YouTube Studio and noticed on there that I've lost a few subscribers over the last few days, and that doesn't bother me, because the thought of sitting down and spending hours upon hours editing videos, mashing things together, cutting bits out, rejigging, really did not appeal to me at all. And I thought, oh, perhaps I just give up at this game, you know, perhaps I just won't bother at all. And then I always remember those little messages that come back from people saying, it's lovely to see you again, and I like your videos. And I read one recently, which was put on my channel a long time ago, which sort of said something about how much the person was watching liked me. And it's just, I won't tell you what it said, because I feel as if I'm polishing my halo, as if to say, look at me, aren't I an angel? Ironic, because my name's Earth Angel. Yeah, so, but it was a really lovely comment, and so it made me think, okay, we will carry on with these raw, unedited, unprofessional videos. Today, my iPhone is propped up on a load of books and boxes so that it's not wobbling around in my hands, because I find that when I'm holding it here and trying to look at it, it's moving around, and I'm probably making you all feel a bit seasick. Anyway, so I'm going to try and insert day 11 in here, and then come back and do days 12 and 13, because I think I've got enough stuff for those 3 days. Let's try not to make really short little videos and a fresh one every day, because I think the one I put up today, which was day 9, even though we're on day 10, because I was looking after my grandson all day on day 9, so I didn't get a chance to do it. I put it up, and for hours it didn't have any views, and that's fine. So I thought, well, let's not put up loads of little videos with no views. Perhaps you're not all like me. Perhaps some of you want to sit down and have a nice long half an hour with a cup of tea. So let's try and do that. So yeah, I'm going to stop this here, because I've got day 11 done, which hopefully I can mash in, and then we'll come back with day 12 and 13, and they'll all be in one video if I can work it out. If not, I don't know what you're going to get. So for day 10 of the minimalism game, I have been through my jewellery box and managed to get rid of 10 items of jewellery. We've got a necklace, 2 bracelets, 2 pairs of earrings, brooch, a ankle bracelet, another necklace, and these two lovely little bracelets. But I don't wear bracelets very often. These have not been worn, so they've got to go. But they are very nice, aren't they? Anyway, 10 items of jewellery, but I want to start getting rid of some bigger stuff. These little things are great, especially for making up the numbers, but they're not making a massive difference to the state of the house. So it's the big things that need to start going. Okay, so for day 12, I've got 12 slightly bigger things that are actually going to make an impact on the house, hopefully. First thing is a saucepan. This saucepan has got a non-stick coating on the inside. It's the only one in our house that does, and I don't like them. My husband bought it and he really loved this pan, but I managed to persuade him to get rid of it the other day because I said to him, the non-stick coating's coming off and that's toxic, and so he agreed, so it's going. That's why I don't like pans with non-stick coating anyway. So 1, a book, which I've just finished reading. 2, a pair of shoes. These belong to my daughter, who moved to Australia 5 years ago. Now, I must point out that if you're thinking of doing this minimalist challenge, one of the rules is that you only get rid of your own stuff, not other people's. But my daughter's been in Australia for 5 years, so when I come across things of hers, I send her a little Snapchat and I say, do you want to keep this? And she goes, nah, you can get rid. So a pair of her shoes and another one of her hairbrushes. 4, okay, a bangle. 5, a fan. I was tempted to keep this. This was difficult. Look at it. It's nothing more than a plain paper fan. But my daughter had these at her wedding. Over in Australia this February, it was a scorching hot day, so she provided everybody with fans. We needed them, I'm telling you that. And I kept it as a memento from the wedding. So I want to keep it. And I don't need to keep it because I have a much nicer one. Oh, that's a horrible thing to say about my daughter's wedding fan. She wouldn't care. I know she wouldn't care. Anyway, it's going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is this lanyard. This was from my daughter's hen do because we all had a thing around our neck with our names on and loads of, you know, just a little sort of cute thing for her hen do. I'm not going to want that again, I don't think. It's a really good quality lanyard, but things have got to go. I lost count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is a jar of beeswax furniture polish. I don't use this beeswax furniture polish. I don't quite know what to do with it because I don't feel I can put it in recycling for the glass because it's full of polish. I've put it on Olio to see if someone else wants it because it is practically a full jar and nobody's claimed it. And I don't want to put it in landfill. So what do we do with it? How do we dispose of it? I'll look into it. But anyway, that's going. I'm hoping that's number 8 because I don't want to recount again. 9. Now I've had one of these already, I know. Please don't think it's the same one. The one that I already put in charity has gone. That bag has gone to charity. This is another one of these bracelety things which jingles and is dead cute, but I'm not going to use it. What was that? 10? 9. That has to have been 9. 10 is a little tea strainer, one of these things you stick your tea leaves in there and then you let it float around in your cup of boiling water. I've got plenty of things, tea strainers. I don't need this one. That must be 10. And a potty that I bought for my grandson, but I wouldn't say he didn't like it. It's just the one that his mum uses for him. When I sat him on this, I thought, oh, the other one looks far more comfortable. I just thought this doesn't look very comfortable if you're going to be sitting on it for quite a while. It's got a tiny little bottom. So it's going. I didn't pay a lot of money for it anyway. So that hopefully is 11 things for day 11. And let's move straight on. So 12 things for day 12. I am 2 days ahead of myself now, but that's because, as I said earlier, I don't want to make 3 videos for these 3 days. I want to make 1 video for the 3 days. So let's get straight into day 12. I have some toys that my grandson's, 3 of those which he never played with. He's not very old. He's still only a baby, but he's never shown any interest in these, and I think he's getting too old to want to. So that's 3. And then I have 4 books of his. 1 I bought because I thought it would be fun to do counting in French, but no, I don't, so I don't think I read that. And then these 3 board books because they don't have many words in. And when I'm reading to him, I like to have something to actually read rather than like this one is just kind of like not many words per page. And I've read them to him a few times anyway, and I get incredibly bored of reading the same books over and over. So I just go to charity shops and pay, I think it's something like 3 books for £1. And then when we've read them several times and I'm bored of them, we give them back to the charity shop. So that's 4 books, 3 toys. 3 shopping bags, because I have hundreds and hundreds of shopping bags and I don't need them. That's quite handy because it folds up, but when you open it, it's massive, it's too big. 3 shopping bags. First aid kit, don't know what to do with this. It's out of date, as first aid kits do tend to become out of date. And when I was at work, I would have taken it in. I worked with children and they loved it for role playing. So I'll have to see if I can find a nursery or preschool that wants it for role playing, because it's just bandages and things. But I've had it in the house for so many years. We've never needed a bandage or a triangular bandage or any of that stuff. And it's all gone out of date, so it's no good to keep it anyway. So, and it's big, it's taking up a lot of space, so it's going. And then the final thing, which is the biggest thing, which is hard to get rid of this one. It's quite hard, but again, it's not needed. And this is this baby seat, which it vibrates. It still works. If you switch it on, it sort of has this soothing vibrations. Yeah, and it also makes a noise. My grandson, when I put him in it, he worked out that you pull this and it'll sing a little song. And he did enjoy it, but he's sitting up on his own. He doesn't need to be in there. And it's tempting to keep it in case we have another grandchild one day. I say in case, I'm pretty sure we will have another grandchild one day. But I plan to have moved out of this house within the next couple of years. So I can't see any point in taking it if we move. It was given to me for free. So I'm going to give it away for free. And hopefully when I need another one, when another child comes into the family, hopefully the universe will bless me with another free baby chair. So that's going, even though it's sad to see it going, because I don't like my grandson growing up. So that's it. That should have been 12 things if you were counting. So that stays 10, 11 and 12. I'll come back and do a video for a few more days. I don't know how many, but 3 again, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you in that video. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Don't forget, keep leaving the comments. I do like getting them. I only get 2 or 3, so it's really easy to be able to read them all and to reply to them.